else.
So as always, as proof of my words in this video, I shall put a link in the description box for you all to go have a look for yourself in an interview with Tyson Fury that was done late last night, where he says, and he confirmed, that there was in fact a two-way rematch between himself and Deontay Wilder. So had Tyson Fury had got the decision that he should have got, then Deontay Wilder would have been able to activate the rematch. Had Deontay Wilder had got the decision, which technically he kind of did, right? But had he have got the win, then Tyson Fury could have activated a rematch. Okay, so there's the first thing. But now it's a draw, it's up in the air. Okay, it doesn't have to be a rematch, nothing legally binding or anything like that. Unless there's some kind of small print in there, I don't know. But either way, there was definitely a two-way rematch. So right away, what does that tell you? April 13th, Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder was never going to happen. As I told you guys on plenty of occasions, and all the Wildettes said, no, I'm lying, I'm making up stories. I told you there was a rematch, a two-way rematch. This was the big rumour, and I believed it to be true, that Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, Team Wilder, were playing games with Anthony Joshua. Just trying to use his name for hype, as they've been doing for a very long time. So, had Deontay Wilder have won, there would have been a rematch for Tyson Fury. April 13th, off. Had Tyson Fury won, again, rematch off. The only kind of light now is the fact that it was a draw. That's the only kind of light for it as far as an undisputed fight goes. That potentially Anthony Joshua could now fight Deontay Wilder. But this one shows that Wilder was trying to avoid Anthony Joshua. That's what he was trying to do. He was avoiding it. Team Wilder wanted no part of Anthony Joshua. As I said to you guys before, he didn't want the fight in the first place. He agreed to all terms. He gets a contract and refuses to sign. He didn't want it. He ducked Anthony Joshua. We know that he did. It's now proven, again, the fact that him and his team saying, no, we don't want to talk about the fight, and no, we'll talk about it after Tyson Fury because we're thinking about Tyson Fury. After Tyson Fury, we'll talk about it and we'll see. How? There was always a rematch. You lying bunch of son of a bitches. You're lying. Wilder was never ever going to be fighting Anthony Joshua. He was continually going to be ducking him. And all the Wildettes, the channels out there, you now have to admit that Deontay Wilder was ducking Undisputed. He wanted no part of Anthony Joshua because he was looking at fighting Tyson Fury again. He believed he was going to beat Tyson Fury, and then Tyson Fury would have activated the rematch that Wilder accepted to be in there, which he didn't have to, because lineal is not a legit title, okay? It's not one of the four main sanctioning bodies. You don't need lineal to become undisputed. It looks better on the resume, to be honest, but it's not officially, you don't need it. Okay, so he was ducking Undisputed. So not only is Deontay Wilder have no interest in Undisputed with Anthony Joshua, not only did he not sign in the first place, not only did he not want the fight when Josie Parker got the fight, because he went around saying 50-50, but again, now, for a third time, officially, he had no interest in fighting Anthony Joshua. And yet he was telling you guys, maybe this, maybe that. Let's just, I'm just concentrating on Tyson Fury. Why didn't you just say, well, I can't fight Anthony Joshua because it's a two-way rematch. So Joshua, sorry for wasting your time, or sorry, I don't want to be wasting your time. Go fight Dylan White or whoever you want to fight next, because it can't be me, because I've got a rematch no matter what. Because nobody would have predicted a draw, right? A draw is an unlikely scenario for any fight. And usually when there's a draw, there's a legitimate reason as to why maybe it shouldn't have been. And in this particular fight, it shouldn't have been a draw. This should have been a Tyson Fury clear-cut victory. He won 9, maybe 10 of those rounds. 2 of those were 10-8 rounds. We know that. So therefore, Tyson Fury should be the WBC heavyweight champion. Therefore, Deontay Wilder should be having a rematch with Tyson Fury. That bit we can forgive. But to come out and hear that there was always going to be a two-way rematch, even if Tyson Fury lost, shows that he was ducking Anthony Joshua. So all you Wildettes, you guys need to backtrack on everything that you've said and realise and admit that Deontay Wilder never wanted that fight. He had no interest in fighting Anthony Joshua. You guys can talk about the 50 million all you want. Again, even Frank Warren confirmed that 50 million was coming from BT Sport. Anthony Joshua cannot fight on BT Sport. It is legally impossible for him to do so. So, all the Wildettes, are you now going to admit that, you know what, maybe we've been duped by Team Wilder? Shelley Finkel conned us. Not necessarily Wilder, but at the same time, Wilder did have to agree to these terms. And that's exactly what he done. There was always going to be 2 matches with him and Tyson Fury. Always. But the difference is, Wilder didn't expect Tyson Fury to be as good as what he was. Because this version of Tyson Fury is nowhere near the finished article. And he got done and done royally. He almost got impregnated by Tyson Fury in that fight. He got done so much and so hard. All right? He's not really the WBC champion. He's now a paper champion, and he never wanted Anthony Joshua. All the string there along, and you know what, I'm concentrating on Tyson Fury, was all a lie. Time for you guys to step up and admit that your guy is not the guy you thought that he was. He never wanted Undisputed. I promise my fans, I love my fans. One face, one name, one champion, Deontay Wilder. Undisputed. Liar! Drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up, subscribe, catch you all on the next video.